This week's skill was candle making. Here are 5 that I've made so far. They all came out fairly well. These 4 have essential oils and other fragrances, and this was just a first test. There's a little bit of cratering, like right there, and that one was intentional with the essential oil rising to the top. I used lavender, mint, cinnamon essential oils, and then the 4th one I used vanilla extract, and they all worked out pretty well, and they all could use, none of them are overpowering. You essentially should use more than you think in terms of the essential oil. I used soy wax, which was pretty cheap off Amazon, and then a set of medium thickness wicks. The wick thickness has to match the diameter of your candle somewhat. I haven't really used these colors yet, but I got them to play around with. I wanted to get a little more comfortable making the candles first before I mix in color, because I read it can be a little tricky. And to melt the wax, I used this glass container in a pot. It's kind of like a double boiler because I have a piece of foil keeping the pot from touching the heating element, from touching the bottom of the pot. And it works, although it takes like 30 minutes to heat up all the wax. And then another maybe 20 minutes of waiting for it to cool down to the right temperature. I used 120 degrees Fahrenheit before I added the essential oil and poured the candle. Anyway, it's a pretty fun skill. It's just a little harder than I thought it would be. I mean, I thought it would be pretty easy, but it's a little trickier than I thought to get a good looking candle. But overall, it's a pretty straightforward process, and there's plenty of information online about it. So it's a good skill. And they make great gifts. You can save money because the wax is pretty cheap. And then the jars you can get for free or very cheap from thrift stores.